Open the window. Bye-bye.
Love you. Those were her rocket boosters. Good morning. It is Thursday, and I've got a big day ahead. I hope you do too, or that it's a good day. That's a good number of things. I hope you have a great number of things on your calendar that you're excited about. You know, something that's very almost too simplistic, but actually is fairly relevant, and it is a system that works for me. Is if you see, I have this system that every night before I go to bed, typically right after dinner. I don't want to do electronics necessarily like right before I go to bed, but sometime after dinner or something, I will review with my wife the calendar for the next day. So we have a shared calendar, and that's a decision that we made way earlier on in our relationship and marriage, that she would have executive rights and edit access to my schedule. And that has been a big part of how my wife and I do our relationship, do marriage. And it's been frustrating, of course, because sometimes one person in the party makes an executive decision about an event or something scheduled and things get moved. But, you know, as in any good relationship, you trust that their intents and their motives are good and positive, and, you know, then you just have dialogue. Anyway, the point is that my wife and I review the next day, and we talk through them very quickly, or that's the time that we kind of chat through. Yeah, that's when we chat through them and make some decisions around whether that particular event during the day makes a lot of sense wherever it is or whatever. But something that I've noticed is that the quality of my life is directly related to the very things that are found on my calendar, and that makes a lot of sense, but you may never have ever really thought about it as simply as that, right? That, wow, as you look to the next day or in the next few days, and you look at your calendar and you see all the things that are lined up, right, on your calendar, on your to-do, on your calendar, and the scheduled events and the people that you're meeting and the conversations you're having. And so here's the thing: if I consistently wake up and I look at the very next day, not days in advance, not months in advance, if I just look at the next 24 hours, and if I wake up feeling like, and when I look at that, I get this feeling of dread or anxiety, or just like maybe even a nauseating feeling of, like I am not excited about tomorrow, essentially. I'm not excited about tomorrow. Then that's an obvious and very clear sign that some decisions that I have made at a very high level, that have orchestrated themselves in such a way, that have manifested themselves in such a way where my schedule looks like this tactically, that I've made some poor decisions, or that something fundamental needs to change within my life, that there are things at a high level, that the decisions I've made that are no longer aligned with the things that are truly me. And that, you know, it doesn't happen overnight. It's very insidious. It's very subtle, like small changes in your scheduling, your calendar, small micro decisions that ultimately end up becoming this macro decision. And again, I know it's a very simple, maybe overly simplistic thing, but I think it is a diagnostic. It is a diagnostic tool that my wife and I have used, more for me actually, if I'm to be honest, about whether I am doing the things that I need to be doing, the things that excite me, the things that allow me to create the most value for others, and for myself, obviously. And so if I don't get excited, and I don't have to be excited about every day, you know what I'm saying, but if I consistently over a long period of time look at the next day and just dread it, right, then I need to do something about that. And so maybe that's something for you to think about. Is you can use your calendar as a diagnostic tool for how you really feel about your life right now. And I think that's pretty neat. I think it's a very simple system. You can take a moment today to review, you know, today or tomorrow, and just say, wow, like, what am I doing with my most precious resource, my time, and how do I feel about that? So anyway, yesterday we were walking through today's calendar, and all I was doing was getting excited. I was just getting excited. And that is a very, very positive sign that I have made some high-level decisions that are the right ones, at least for now. Things can change, and that I'm operating effectively. I'm operating well. So just a few quick thoughts early morning before you get your day started. Maybe your day is already started and done. I hope you guys have a great Thursday, or had a great Thursday. I'm gonna really kind of end it here. I've got a lot of stuff to do, and I just really want to focus. But dropped off the first one, waiting for the second one. Gonna get a workout in, and then just gonna grind. So I've got some really cool meetings, and I think that's about it. So this is another car vlog. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.